Bix7 coverage continues on KWQC.
All right, here's a live look here at Kirkwood and Brady as runners continue to make their way around. There's the turnaround 17 minutes in. That's a great pace, and of course we're keeping track on all of the race course here at the 51st running of the Quad-City Times Bix7. And again, this is a year for first as we postpone the race here by an hour. And first with me, it's not every day that you get a second legend up here as a two-time winner here of Bix7. Bill Rogers joining us here this morning. And what would be going through your mind as right now as a two-time winner? You're in the rain. Wesley Kiptoo maybe starting to separate himself coming down the hill here out of McClellan Heights.
You know, everything is strategy. In road racing, of course, it's not the track where you're doing the circle and you're right in contact. If you know the course, and it's a huge advantage, you know. It looks like a great duel going on. The top two guys have broke one away significantly.
Wesley Kiptoo, our defending champion. Alex Mayer, who's a three-time national champion. He was an Oklahoma State Cowboy, graduated last year. One of the great programs in the country, Oklahoma State. And those Cowboys have been spitting out All-Americans for the last several years. And Alex is one of them. He's run 2:08 in the marathon. He broke the American record this year at the 10-mile, which our old friend Greg Meyer had for many, many years.
That's right.
So Alex Mayer is another one of those rising stars on the American side, Bill, that we've seen. We talked about earlier with Grant Fisher, with Jared Nagust, with Cole Hocker, with Hobbs Kessler.
Yep.
The Americans are back.
Yeah, it's true. There's a real change going on, and I think the coaching is changed so much over decades, and the knowledge of exercise science is there, and that's what these young athletes are benefiting from, really. And more support, more financial support. We're like athletes in any sport, you know, and if you have financial support, you can train harder, you can train better, smarter.
Off camera.
And you can see, those two have certainly separated themselves here for the rest of the pack. But as we were kind of talking about here, Tony, the splits are coming in.
Yes, at 18:10 at 4 miles, and that is both Wesley Kiptoo and Alex Mayer. And Alex has now come right alongside Wesley now. He was a little bit behind him coming down that hill. Wesley's a very good downhill runner, but Alex seems to have a lot of strength in him. And that 18:10 split at 4 miles, just to give you an idea, last year they were 18:22, or Wesley Kiptoo was 18:22 last
without
year.
being pushed.
And that was out being pushed. But he went out very, very hard. This year the pack went out with them, but they settled a little bit. Rather than a 4:06 second mile, they had a 4:30 second mile. So he did not attack that downhill in that second mile. Alex Mayer then took the lead, broke the pack up, and we can see that chase pack of 3 is behind them. But right now it is a two-man duel between Alex Mayer from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Wesley Kiptoo, the great Kenyan runner from Flagstaff, Arizona, and the Hoka Northern Arizona elite team.
Now we see the walking Elvi coming up Brady Street Hill, Palmer Chiropractic, and the big old spine. Just got the note that to beat the elite runners, both Dylan and Carter are at mile 5. So the elite runners are closing in on them, but with 2 miles to go at 19:35. Hopefully they got enough in the tank to finish it off. So Bill, over the years, this is a little bit of a different spot for you here.
Definitely. Shocking, strange, but I'm 77 years old. I run Bix 44 years, most of any race I've done in my life. And I felt nervous with the rain, you know, and turning corners. I have one foot that doesn't work so good. You know, you get older, it's a greater challenge. And I've got...
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. I've got so many miles on my body, 190,000 miles on my body. I don't know, not too many people have that much mileage on their body. But I love the Bix. I loved going out. I was out in the front here looking for people and cheering them on, and I love the spirit of the Bix.
It's fantastic. You were out there at Senior Bix too on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And you've been here
Bix.
for all the events.
Yeah, it's my favorite road race, and I think it's the best in the country, and has been for years. And you've got great leadership here and support, and here you are, KWQC, you know, situated perfectly to talk about the race. Tony knows more about the sport than anyone.
He's got an encyclopedic knowledge. It really does. It's nice to have.
Yeah. So he's been here for years. So you got a good team.
On camera.
But it's wonderful to watch the duel.
Right now, this is shaping up to be a fun finish here.
Yeah.
You know, we've had 5 Americans have won this race when it's been an American championship, and there's only been Americans.
They think
The last time an American won a race in international conditions was back in 1989 when Mark Nino won the race. Mark Nino, the former world record holder at 10K on the roads, one of the great road racers in history. But that's how far back we have to go to find an American who's won this race. And right now, Alex Mayer, number 7, Oklahoma State grad, just recent, now living in Chapel Hill, giving Wesley Kiptoo, one of the great road racers and the defending champion, all he wants in the 5th mile of the Bix7 2025.
You can see them coming up on Bridge Ave. That's one of the final steep climbs here, coming back up Kirkwood Boulevard. As you can see, that race quite tight here right now.
I've always felt this is the race. You got to run the race thinking of the return of Kirkwood.
So the 5th mile is where
you really are.
Well, this is
bread
psychologically where you have to be very, very tough, because the body has already been through the mill a little bit, and it's easily to get discouraged. And the body follows the mind.
Yeah.
And your mind has to push your body beyond it where it wants to go.
A chance to win.
But look at Alex Mayer. He's not content to just sit behind Wesley Kiptoo. He comes down up alongside, and now he's pressing the issue himself. I love this guy's mentality.
And they've dropped the other runners because they're dueling. This is a duel. This is our sport, you know, and that's what I love about our sport. It's got everything to it.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. One guy lays down the gauntlet. The other guy picks it up and slaps him back in the face with it. We've seen this in the past, but not by an American kid going up against one of the great Kenyans in the world.
Defending champ,
the defending champion, who's on form, 23 flat.
Champ.
The pack is 21 seconds behind. But right now, these guys are just dueling each other. It's not about time here at the Bix because it's a 7-mile race. It's about the performance. But I can tell you, last year, 23:04.
And
it was.
If you're defending champ, you know the course. So that's an edge that Wesley has over Mr. Mayer, you know. But so far, this is fantastic TV, I think, because it's talkie keeps going. This is the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, we love seeing this. And you can see the turnaround there on the right side of your screen. You got Carter Richter and Dylan Moeller there on the lower left. Those are our Beat the Elite runners. Remember, they get $2,500 if they finish here before our elite runners. Right now, Wesley Kiptoo and Alex Mayer are just about to Kirkwood and Brady. They're about to make their turn here.
Just to give you an idea, the 5th mile was run in 4 minutes and 50 seconds, 4:50. I mean, that's worth a sub 4:30 on a flat stretch.
And there's our Beat the Elite boys making the turn on to Kirkwood and Brady. We'll see him passing by here in just a minute, and he'll be followed up by Dylan Moeller. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back with a final really duel here between our 2 male elite runners, and we'll, of course, have the latest on the women's race here as well.